Rise and shine, wild ones. It's Bernadette. I am here on this spooky, ooky Tuesday, October 27th, 2020, for your Pick a Card Daily Tarot reading. Get used to it, y'all. The closer it gets to Halloween, the kookier I'm gonna get. It's one of my most enduring qualities. You'll learn to love it. Okay, let's jump right into your reading today because, this card is going to seem real simple to y'all because it kind of is a simple card, but then it's kind of not. And let me explain what I mean. So, crazily enough, Halloween owls showed up today. And, of course, in the Animal Tarot and Oracle deck, which is my deck, which is what I use to read, it's based on the Rider-Waite system. I really would have expected, probably just because of the time, getting close to Halloween, the veil is thinning. And I really would have thought maybe the moon card would show up, the owl as the moon, just because it kind of lends itself to that. Plus, we are today, the 27th, is the moon. As we know, we're going to have the second full moon on Halloween. Crazy, crazy, powerful energies going on, y'all. And today is the waxing gibbous phase, which means that we can see illuminated more than 50%, but it's not the whole moon yet. And owls are all about that kind of mystery. They're thought of as creatures of magic. They see in the shadows. They are in the shadows. And there's just this whole thing, culture to culture to culture around them. So I would have thought that. I wouldn't have thought that these cutie pie kissing owls would come in. They are from the Friends, Family, and Lovers expansion pack of the Ark. And, normally I read that card as, well, it is what it is. Give somebody a smooch, pucker up. It's all about the love. It's all about this. It's all about that. It's also, I know I'm fidgeting with my shirt, but I don't know. It's fitting me weird today. I'll get over myself. The other thing that I always see when I see this card in a reading is something about sharing your deepest words, your deepest love, your deepest thoughts, your deepest whatever with somebody, because they've got that, we interpret it as a kiss because it's sweet, and who doesn't love to do that? But it could be that really shamanic transference of breath. It could be, sharing secrets or wisdom, ancient wisdom, just because it's coming kind of, throat chakra, kind of the throat chakra, you get it. But as I sat with this card for a minute, I have to tell you, I think that it's a much deeper interpretation this morning than this card generally is. Here's what I mean by that. Take a good look at the people around you, in particular friends, family, and lovers. People that you truly consider friends. Now, okay, I mean truly consider friends. People talk a lot of smack about that, but who would you really take a bullet for? Who would you really, if you saw a speeding train coming at them, would you jump on the tracks and try to save them? That kind of thing, right? And there's something around the whole the waxing gibbous where you see more than 50%, but you don't see all of everything. And it's very it kind of, when the animal allies started putting all of this through me, I was like, really? You're going to bring the mafia into this? It's a very mafia kind of thing to like kiss your enemy as a, as kind of a warning sign. And I'm not trying to make this ominous or a downer or anything like that, because really where I think this is going is not so much that you need a warning about them, but they need something from you or you need something from them, and the communication is not happening. And it's going to be tough communication. The veil, as we get closer to Halloween, there really is, that's not a joke, you guys. It's not a spooky oogity boogity just for fun thing. It is a real thing. And that means that messages that you might think are maybe a little bit strange because they might not have come to you before, about your cousin, your BFF, your mom, your dad, your husband, your wife, your partner, your whatever. And I I feel like a lot of you have been having very prophetic dreams. It can seem when I do these readings for you guys every day that I'm just kind of like, well, I know what the cards mean and I know what the animals mean and all of that. And I do. That's not the point of the reading, though. The point of the reading is to download the information from the animal allies and see, throughout all that symbolism and the meanings of the spirit animals and the totem animals and the power animals and the tarot cards, what is appropriate for that day at that time. Now, Tuesdays are the sacral chakra, right? So that's the chakra that's right below the navel. Its color is orange, and it's about passion, and it's about drive, and it's about all those kind of things. The planetary influence is Mars. It's very aggressive. And so when I take a look at the totality of the symbolism kind of all coming together, and then what the animal allies are downloading into me, there really is something about the subject of communication where you're not showing all of it that needs to be shown, or the other person is not showing all of it that needs to be shown, and that is going to create problems. If and only if you and the other person agree that you want to continue the relationship, or maybe there's some healing to be done in that relationship, or whatever. But just because these are cutie pie owls, never ever forget that owls are big, big symbols of prophecy, psychic visions, being able to see that which is hidden. And again, it doesn't have to be ominous. This could be a big old surprise party for all I know. And you may hate surprise parties. You may hate surprise parties, but there's just something that keeps calling me about that. And the other thing that owls will always call you to do is, it's thought that they can turn their head 360 degrees. They can almost turn them 360 degrees, like that close. So it's really important for you to take a look around you and really open your eyes and see what's there. Also, I feel like, I've said this before in other readings. Rumi has a quote that's loosely, I'm paraphrasing not so great, but it's a quote that goes, your job is not to seek love. Your job is to remove blocks that, keep it from you or keep it from coming into you. And I do feel like that's part of this today because, with the Mars energy, Tuesdays are the days of let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. And I feel like there's definitely a sense of urgency with getting this communication on point with whoever this friend's, family, or lover person is. Even if you've got to be the one to coax them out, even if you've got to call them out or yourself, it's time to have that communication. Now, that being said, just like you probably wouldn't walk up and just give somebody a big old smack on the mouth, don't approach it in that kind of Mars way, but ask them what they want and what their intentions are, and then you guys work together. I keep hearing to build, to build, to build, and I feel like for the vast majority of you out there watching this video, there's something within the relationship or relationships that you want to build. Maybe you want to build a house with somebody, a partner, or maybe you want to build a house for your folks or your children, or maybe you want to build a business, or maybe you just want to build yourself, your own internal strength, your own internal sight. That's what it is. Listen, a good big majority of you guys out there today are really interested in developing your psychic senses, whatever that word means to you: clairaudient, clairvoyant, clair this, clair that, mediumship, the whole schlemiel, right? Do that. This is now the time to start doing that. And it's now the time to find somebody who can help you do that, maybe within the confines of your friends, family, and lovers, or maybe it's that within the friends, family, and lovers, you need the support, you need the encouragement. Maybe you just need one person to hear you and not go, that crap, that's baloney. Blah, I can't believe you want to do that. You'd be terrible at that. Blah. Like, don't listen to the negativity, because there is a call for you to do that. That's what it is. I don't know why they just downloaded it into me right now. Obviously the right person or right people finally clicked on the video at that point or whatever. But um, as you move through this Tuesday, I think the aggression, the Mars energy is going to be less about aggressiveness and more about setting a goal, setting an intention, and starting to move towards it, regardless of what anyone else says. See how sweet the owls look? I mean, it's not just that their beaks are touching, or we're putting, you know, human, emotion on them. It's just everything about the symmetry of that picture. It just, they just look so happy and so content and so safe with each other. And that is something that you do definitely want to be moving towards today. And that may mean that you have to eat a little bit of crow, or apologize for something, or be really vocal about what you want, what you don't want, and or ask the other party or parties if they want something or don't want something. But it's definitely about coming together, not tomorrow, not next week, now. Also, when we think about owls, they're one of the many animals that mate for life. So we always think about soulmates. Um, we can definitely think about twin flames, but really soulmates, because they mate for life. And a soulmate can be, it doesn't have to be your lover. A soulmate, I have always thought, and I've read, no, listen, no one can prove any of this beyond a shadow of a doubt. But a soulmate is a person that significantly impacts your life. And that can be from, somebody that you meet out shopping or at a birthday party, and you may only exchange 15 or 20 words, but there was something about them, or of the moment, or what they said or what they did, that really impacts you. That's a soulmate. So it might be that Al is coming to you today to examine who are the soulmates in your life, and how are you communicating with them? How are they communicating with you? And certainly, because it looks like a kiss, if we don't pay attention to the mafia, um, if it looks like a kiss, then what we can go on there, and what I feel, is that it's going to be really beautiful in its outcome. Just truly, just gentle and kind and beautiful and soft, and just that warmy feeling that'll come over you. So think about your soulmates today. If a lot of people think owls are their totem animals, and they very well may be. When you think of owl as your totem animal, that really does mean you're the kind of person that can fly straight and true. Like really all birds, but definitely birds of prey, which of course an owl is. Um, there's just something about you when you set out to fly, you don't ever miss your mark. Good for you. I wish we all had that kind of vision. It is some kind of gift. Now, if you are wanting to work with owl as your power animal, especially during this time, from now through the full moon, through Halloween, and then Dia de los Muertos, the Day of the Dead that comes after it, careful, because that's some powerful energy to bring forth if you want to be working with owl energy, because that's definitely going to bring in moon energy, lunar energy. And it can really, really amp up your spidey senses. And if you're not really accustomed to getting messages in certain ways or in big ways, it can it can scare the bejeebers out of you. So be careful. But if you're a psychonaut like I am, where you like to adventure with your mind and try as many different things as you can and push the boundaries, now is a great time to call on owl to do that. Unite that part of your spirit that is owl. And when you do it during this time, especially under the light of the moon, even if it's a waxing moon, certainly as we get to the full moon, man, oh man, oh man, oh man, you can have some crazy, crazy experiences. And maybe you're supposed to gather with some friends to do that. Your friends, your families, your lovers. Maybe you're planning a little kind of ritual or something. Send video. I love stuff like that. So I hope that was helpful. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Pick up your copy of the Arc Animal Tarot and Oracle deck. And above all else, especially during Halloween, stay wild.